All right, this is a beautiful pattern. I love the way this sounds. And I got this one from one of Dvorak's piano pieces. I'll leave a link for the original in the comments so you can check it out if you want. It's a really pretty song. And I modified a couple things to make it a little bit easier to read. The original one was in F sharp major. I switched it to G flat because I prefer C flats over E sharps. I mean, they're both weird, but I apologize if that triggers anybody that I changed the key. But I'm a guitar player, so my reading probably isn't up to par with a lot of you more advanced classical guys. But this is a really nice sequence of sevenths and sixths going through the scale. So, like I said, G flat major. So we start up on D flat, and okay, so I put my middle finger on D flat on the third string, which is all the way up on the 18th fret, I believe. Yep, 18. Then my pinky will jump up a minor seventh to B, technically C flat. I'm just going to call it B. And then my ring finger goes down a fret to B flat. Okay, that's the first pattern. That's over a G flat major chord. And as you can see in the transcription, it alternates between the 1 chord and the 5 chord. So we started with G flat. Now this next pattern is going to go over our D flat 7 chord. Put our pointer finger on B. Ring finger jumps up a major 7th to B flat. And then pointer finger goes down to A flat. So we got. Then from there, we're going to go down to our 14th position. This is back to G flat major. Put your middle finger on B flat. Then you jump up a minor 7th to A flat with your ring finger. And then pointer finger down to G flat. So, okay, and then that once again, that was G flat major. And now we go back to our D flat 7 chord. And now we're going to be in our kind of like the 11th position. Ring finger goes on the A flat, which is your 13th fret. And then you jump up sixth. So here's where he alternates from the sevenths to the sixes. So we started with major seventh. Minor seventh, major seventh, minor seventh. Now we go to a major sixth, A flat to F, and after the F you go down to E flat. Move that same exact pattern down 2 frets. So that's G flat, E flat, D flat. And then you end the first sequence like this. Pointer finger on E flat on your third string, then your middle finger goes to F. Then on the second string, pointer finger goes to A. Then ring finger goes down to D flat. So that's our first pattern. It's just a really pretty sound, and you can just use this as like a major scale warm-up if you want, just to take it through the different keys and kind of mix it up, give you something a little bit different that's a little bit out of the ordinary within the major scale, at least as far as the guitar goes. Okay, now our second pattern, this is nice. I start with my middle finger on E flat. So here he reverses it. Instead of going from G flat to D flat 7, he starts on the D flat 7. He goes D flat 7 to G flat major. So it's 5-1. So this is where we start on our D flat 7. Put your middle finger on E flat, and then you go up a fifth to B flat on the next string. And then middle finger on A flat. So that's a nice sound over D flat 7, where you have the 9, 13, and the 5. Nice, very nice sound. Then you go back to one of the original patterns we had over the G flat major. The middle finger on B flat, ring finger on A flat, pointer finger on G flat. So he's back to that 7th shape. Then you go back to this one, which we had before, the 6th, G flat, F, A flat. A flat, ring finger to F, pointer finger on E flat, Then you move down 2 frets, G flat, E flat, D flat. And then we end it with our pointer finger goes to E flat, middle finger to F again. And then you just go like this. You put your pinky on B on the second string, ring finger on B flat, pointer finger on A flat, ring finger on G flat. That's how it ends. This might be the most amount of numbers and fingerings and frets and notes that I've said in an entire video. So this one might be a little overwhelming, so I apologize if that's the case. Okay, so both of them together. Very pretty sound. And like I said, you can take this, use it as a major scale warm up. Just know what you have to, as long as you know you're starting, basically, I just think of it as I know I'm starting on the 5th of the scale. So you can do it in any key, or if, let's say I want to do it in C. I'll do it in here C. This is the 5th. And then just try to work it through some different keys, just anything to kind of mix up some of the warm-ups and exercises that you're already doing. I like doing that. I like taking some of the classical guys and figuring out some different things that they like to do. Like there was a cool Chopin one. All right, that's another one. I'll leave the link for that one in the description if you want to check that one out as well. But I have a lot of classical guys that I also transcribe, and I just like to figure out different patterns, if it's just, sequences like this, or if it's, some more interesting like diminished scale or augmented scale stuff, just to see if it's a little bit different than what the jazz guys are doing. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next video.